If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. Welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. Our live audience today is from the Red Cross. Coming up a little bit later, we're going to find out why they're here to tell us about the Bodacious Bazaar. And they call themselves the Flying Ginsu Brothers, but this group of local DJs has a message that's more than just about making beats. We're going to hear their story in this week's I Am Hampton Roads.
And if you're dealing with Hurricane Sandy damage, you're probably also dealing with your home insurance policy. Today, we'll talk with our friends from Calphus Enactment about what's covered and what's not covered with your standard policy. Good Thursday morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the Hampton Roads Show. The weekend is oh so close.
It is very close.
We can feel it.
I can smell it.
It's almost here.
I have the sniffles. Have you been caught with a cold yet?
Yeah, I've had a little nagging head thing. It just won't go away.
Yeah, one of those things that also won't go away is social media.
Whoa, wait a second. I got a shout out before we get to that.
I was getting ahead of myself. What? To who?
Well, last night, my boy Cameron Reckling and his Independence Eagles wrapped up a perfect football season, winning the Virginia Beach City Middle School Championship, beating Salem 28-24, capping off a perfect 7-0 season. Proud daddy here, proud of the boys. Independence wins it all, and it was an exciting ball game at the Sportsplex. 28-24, a close ball game, a well-fought ball game, but I'm just going to sit here and gloat a little bit because
were you
my
like on the sidelines? That's my boy.
I was actually covering it, so we're going to show some highlights later on tonight in sports.
Cool.
So yes, that was my boy,
How
and
fun
that's
is that?
You know, good for them. I mean, they haven't won a city championship in football since 2001, and turn it around.
Time.
They showed who's boss.
About time.
My
Good
boy
for them.
goes out a champion.
They look so happy. What position is he?
Cameron is a cornerback, and he made a couple of big plays last night. All the boys played really well. It was a really well-fought game.
Yeah.
You know, middle school football. We don't talk about middle school football much, but when your kid wins a title, you got to give it to him.
Yeah, real competitive. All right, well, good for him. So it's hot topics this morning. You know, a couple days following the election.
Yep, 2 days.
Social media has become quite the ground for folks to share their opinions. A lot of folks right there are unfriending their friends because of the political rants that are going on Facebook. It seems that a lot of people are complaining about all the political ads that were on TV. Well, those ads, a lot of them were, you know, really kind of like, you know, hate messages toward each other, have taken to Facebook and social media. So our question is have you come across them in your news feed, you know, especially on, you know, Wednesday after the election? I know on my feeds, people were just going in on their opinions, whether it was positive or negative. And some of my friends, and I've heard from a lot of other people that they're just, you know, unfriending friends or people because of things that they're saying. Granted, you know, it is an open platform to express your opinion, and if, you know, people say if you don't want to look at it, don't read it, don't be my friend, but it just seems that Twitter, you know, Facebook, I mean, you name it, it's going on there. Yeah, well, their opinions.
You know, yesterday was the first day that we have not been bombarded with political ads, which was really kind of nice. It's almost as if you got your life back.
Yeah.
But you go back on Facebook, then it's still, I mean, it is still raging right now.
It is.
I've got a few friends, as our lights go out, well, I've got a few friends that on Facebook that have just been going crazy with their opinions. And honestly, I'm ready to say sayonara.
Yeah.
I'm ready to boot them because, I mean, it's like, you know, let it go. I mean, what's done is done. I mean, move on, support the president. Regardless, and don't just be so mean. So many people are being so mean on Facebook.
And then some people, you know, post a comment and then somebody responds to it and then somebody comes in on it and then you have like, by the time you know it, you have like 50 comments on one post. And, you know, when it's on your feed or if somebody posts something on your wall, what do? You know, you could block it, spam it, or unfriend them. And I know a lot of friends right now are cleaning out the friend list.
Yeah,
and having
people are sparring on Facebook over the election.
Yeah.
When will it stop?
I don't know. So
that's what we need
that's
to know.
our first hot topic. Let us know if you've been bombarded with your Facebook feed or
Yeah.
whatever social media about some negative feedback.
Okay, I gave a shout out to my boy Cameron and his Independence Middle School winning the city championship. Well, how about this? This is all over the internet and all over the news today. A 9-year-old girl from Salt Lake City is dominating her Gremlin Pee Wee Football League. Her name is Little Sam Gordon. She weighs 60 pounds, and the video of her is just amazing. She blows past the rest of the league. She is, they've given her the nickname of Sweet Feet. Sweet Feet Gordon has 35 touchdowns and has rushed for almost 2,000 yards this season.
Wow.
And on defense, she has 65 tackles. You know, girls playing football is nothing new. We do stories on them from time to time in high school. They're usually kickers and stuff, but actually running the ball, which is a highly violent position, is a little unheard of for a girl because they're getting tackled. But Sam Gordon is so fast that she's blowing past all the boys. And she's playing so she can hang with her older brother and the boys, but she's playing much better than everybody. And she says that her best sport is soccer. Question is, at what point do you stop? I mean, 9 years old and getting it done.
I mean, if she's falling in love with the game, which obviously it seems she is, as a parent, I think I would try to keep her in as far as she could go. But then you do get to the point where, like, you get to high school and then you're thinking about college. Like, what is the likelihood that she could walk onto, a high school team and play, or a college team? This is her highlight reel. That's her?
Yeah, that's her.
Gosh.
Yeah, it doesn't look, it almost looks like it's sped up a little bit, but she's fast. And they speed it up, she's really fast. Yeah, but look at her. I mean, look how little they are, and everybody else seems to be running in slow motion, but Sam is so quick.
That is really cool. I mean, she's having fun right now, and she's, 9 years old.
9 years old. Look at her
you go, girl.
Little girl,
You
60 pounds,
go.
saying, "Get out of my way. I'm sweet feet."
Somebody's got their eye on her right now. You think she'll get back into soccer? I mean, how do you think? What's the likelihood that she could take it to high school, college, be successful with it?
I don't know. It's tough to say, but once she gets up to around the 135 pounds, right around there, that's when it gets pretty serious.
Yeah, because
she should take it as long as she can, but she probably should concentrate on soccer.
Yeah.
Because that's a good avenue for girls, and especially for scholarships if she's looking to go to the next level and something. But in football, have fun right now, enjoy it, dominate the guys as long as you can.
Yeah.
But I'm sure mom and dad are proud and also a little nervous too. But look at her, isn't that amazing?
What do you think her little brother and his
flying.
friends are saying? Like, man, your sister beat us in football.
Yeah, your sister, she's so good.
Oh my
Sweet
gosh.
feet, Sam Gordon, getting it done. So
I
there
could
it
watch
is.
this video over and over.
Yeah,
She's running
I know.
through.
I know, it's cool, isn't it?
She's a cutie.
Mighty Might, Gremlin. Okay,
Yeah.
let's switch gears now to what? Some popular culture.
Bond.
We're got Bond, James Bond.
James
That's
Bond.
right. Skyfall is getting ready to come out, so we're talking all things Bond today. What's your favorite Bond movie? Who's your favorite James Bond? I mean, it's iconic. This is the 23rd film in the series. Seems one comes out every few years.
Yeah,
Daniel Craig is now the man.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pierce Brosnan, but I'd have to say, with the latest movies and just the way technology's come, I love Daniel Craig. I think
Really?
he's sexy. I think he plays a great Bond, and his demeanor, he's good. I like him.
Does Bond have to be sexy? I mean, that's what it's all built on, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's go old school.
Sean Connery. He's sexy. He's sexy too.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Roger Moore? Is he just thrown in there for laughs?
Daniel
or what?
Craig. Daniel Craig.
Some people didn't take Roger Moore as serious.
Then they had the Bond girls.
Well, now that's sexy.
Hello.
My favorite is Live and Let Die, Jane Seymour, based around New Orleans and all the neat stuff down there. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But there's so many different ones. But the whole Bond premise is so cliche. The big fireworks at the end, everybody against James Bond. He somehow comes out on top. Gets lots of girls.
Yeah.
Gets lots of girls.
I want Skyfall. A lot of folks. It's open already, overseas, and a lot of folks. It brought in some big numbers. So, Steph, are you reviewing Skyfall? No.
Stephanie is reviewing Lincoln, and we're going to have a little preview of Lincoln later on in the show.
Are
I got
we?
to see Lincoln with Stephanie. Awesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good movie.
Skyfall.
Has its good moments and bad, but we'll talk about that.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah,
so
but
let us know
Skyfall.
your favorite Bond movie and your favorite.
Your favorite
Bond
James Bond
character.
What about Timothy Dalton? Do we leave him off the list? I mean, you come and go. You make your name as a Bond guy.
You can chime in on our Facebook page or Twitter at @HR_show. I'll tell you my favorite weather man. It's Jeremy Wheeler. Favorite meteorologist.
Wheeler.
Excuse me.
Is there another
Wheeler.
choice?
Wheeler. Jeremy Wheeler.
A and A, no ABC. It's easy.
Favorite James
Goldfinger.
Bond? Oh, favorite movie.
Followed by Casino Royale.
Really? What about Moonraker?
Moonraker was pretty good back in the day. I used to like that. Yep, but there's been a lot more since.
Dr. No. Go all the way back.
Dr.
Do you
No's a fun movie to watch.
like Daniel
A
Craig?
little dated. I love Daniel Craig, Sean Connery. I kind of actually. kind of liked all of them because when I was growing up, I saw a lot of Roger Moore.
Right.
You know, Octawussy.
Well done, Wheeler.
Yes, good job. Yes.
Well done.
And I loved that one when I was a kid. So, you know, but having seen all of them, yeah, Goldfinger and then Casino Royale, the newer one, those
Yeah.
are two favorites. So.
Yeah, a little cliche. You kind of figure them out, but they're good. Very exciting.
But you know, the stories are usually compelling. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they take their time with them, and it's a mystery. You're trying to figure out, you know what's going to happen next. How they're going to stop this guy or this person or this team or organization. So, it's good, and the action, of course.
Yeah,
top-notch.
world domination,
Spot on.
man.
Yeah.
World domination.
Can't
Got to
beat
stop them from dominating the world.
Can't beat it. All right, so let's have a look at what's going on for today. And today, the sun's going to dominate. It's starting to come out a little bit, but it's going to come out a lot more this afternoon. We're going to see sunshine, highs in the mid-50s. We had the sprinkles and clouds this morning. Improvement. Tonight, it'll be chilly, lows in the upper 30s, and then we'll have sunshine going into the weekend and warming temperatures. It's going to be nice out there through Sunday. And then Veterans Day, it's on Sunday, but it'll be observed on Monday, so if you got the day off, that'll be nice too. Temperatures low 70s and partly cloudy. All right, here's the pop quiz for today. First clue, on the south end. Tip of a pen, Duke of blank, and to show the way. So think about those clues. Put them together in thehamptonroadshow.com.
All right, if you know the answer, today's winner will receive a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening of another big movie, Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2, on Wednesday. That is before it hits theaters on Friday, November 16th.
That's big.
Yeah.
Big prize.
Yeah.
Hey, most of the time we get pets in here. They're going crazy. They're all around. But this one right here, our pet pal of the week, Ginger, is really photogenic. This Ginger is an 8-year-old lab mix from the Animal Rescue of Tidewater. She's obedience trained, weighs about 40 pounds, is up-to-date on all her shots. Her foster parents call her friendly and mellow. Ginger gets well along with other dogs, of course, and doesn't care for cats, though. But you can adopt Ginger, our pet pal of the week, called Animal Rescue of Tidewater at 456-1354. Ginger, look at that profile. You're such a good
Those are
pup.
so cute.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Ginger. Right over there. Okay, our pet pal of the week, Ginger. All right, hyperbaric oxygen therapy isn't just for scuba divers. Coming up a little later, we'll talk with the folks from Renova Wellness about how pure oxygen can benefit and improve many conditions that have nothing to do with scuba diving.
And Dr. Bill Britton from Chesapeake Bay Academy is here to tell us how they use psychoeducational assessments to help students succeed academically and prepare for the future. Welcome back, everyone. The phrase psychoeducational assessment can seem daunting initially. However, it is important to realize how useful this process can be for students' outcome in the academic setting, as well as adults in planning for careers. It's a tool that's used to help students do their best at Chesapeake Bay Academy. And here now to tell us more about it is Dr. Bill Britton. Dr. Britton, welcome to the Hampton Roads Show.
Thank you very much.
So these both kind of go hand in hand, but they're two different things. So first, what is a psychoeducational assessment?
Well, this is real quick. Psychoeducational assessment is aimed at understanding the dynamics and the strengths and weaknesses that have to do with how a student learns and what their particular learning difference might be. And if we can understand that, then we can set up an educational process and a program that will help them learn in the way that fits them best. So a psychoed evaluation is very important in that respect.
And what about career assessment?
Career assessments are a completely different approach because it's really aimed at and not diagnostic in terms of how you learn, but rather what are the personality characteristics and the behavioral characteristics and preferences and career interests that guide you towards the right choices in what kind of an academic career you might want to take in school or what kind of job might fit you best.
When going through this, why is it so important to know what your strengths and your weaknesses are?
You know, there's no right and wrong answer in career evaluations and assessments, but it's important to know what your strengths are because you can leverage those. You can, if you understand what they are, you can take advantage of them. You can spend less time worrying about overcoming weaknesses, spend more time on maximizing strengths and making choices then based on those strengths. And we know from history that when you are in a job that you love, that fits your strengths and plays to those strengths, that you'll have a higher probability of having a successful career and be happier in it and get greater satisfaction from it. So that's why it's important.
What about personality? Where does that factor in doing all this, especially with career assessment?
You know, there's no real right answer for a person, what personality is best fit for certain kinds of things, but you might have a really strong interest, for example, in the medical field, but your personality will help you make a decision. If you understand it, if you understand what your real preferences are and how your personality works, that'll help you make a choice about whether you want to go towards trying to be a doctor, or maybe you want to be a nurse or an X-ray technician or something else.
So what is the first step that folks need to do? Maybe if someone's undecided or they're wondering why they're not getting it or getting this, what steps do you guys offer for them to figure out where they want to go, what they need to do?
Well, if it's a psychoeducational question, that's probably going to come from a point of view of why can't my child learn the way that he should, or is he not keeping up, or whatever, or she. And that's usually where that question comes from. And in that case, you just call CBA if you want, and we can have you talk to Peg Jensen, who's our psychologist that does that there. If it's a question about a career choice, then you could give the school a call, they could put them in touch with me, we can find the right course of action to take there, because it might be as simple as just taking a career interest test to get you started on the right track.
And real quick, what's been the response like from folks who you've helped figure out their path?
You know, I've done it for 30 years, so and most of what I've done has been with executives and with college graduates, but generally speaking, people, they learn things about themselves when they do this kind of evaluation work that they might have known, but they find out how important it really is to them in finding a successful slot.
Dr. Britton, some great information. Thank you so much. CBA Cafe has some free seminars and assessments on November 19th from 6:30 to 8 at the BB Central Library. Reservations, call 497-6200 or go to CBA Cafe at cba-va.org, or you can always give them a call for more information at 497-6200 again, or just log on to cba-va.org. Dr. Britton, some great information. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, some great information there, and now we are joining the buzz. Of course, it is 2 days after the election. So much has come and gone, and now we're just, you know, we can't get away from it on Facebook. Here we are, you go to your page, and so many people are still chiming in, but enough is enough, I think. Should you unfriend a friend who is just can't get over the election and is posting negative things?
This happened to my girlfriend last night. We were talking about this, and she's like, I'm just going to have to unfriend her.
Unfriend just like that? You know, my wife has me friend a friend of hers because she's not on Facebook, and man, she is just radical.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care if you're my wife's friend. You're out of here. Okay, so we're asking you, what are you thinking? Louisa Coleman says, when should it stop? Louisa Coleman says, anytime now. Ed says, 2 days ago. Betty says, now. We have listened to this for months, and it's time to stop.
Peggy says, I think it should have stopped in the minute a president was elected. I'm so tired of all the ads. Dawn says, now, all caps. Secco says, I thought it had stopped, and then this post showed up.
Yeah,
we're the best.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about it. We're asking. We're not putting anything negative.
Casey McCoy says it never should have started. It's counterproductive.
Well, Jeremiah says never. Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
You know, it is a platform where you can express your opinion, but
when you're deleting them off your page, too.
Figured out there. Jeremiah says if you don't like it, don't read it, change the channel, or turn the page. Casey says it never should have started. It's counterproductive.
Yeah. All right. We're also talking about this little girl named Sam Sweetfeet Gordon, and she is, what can we say, pretty amazing when you see this little girl do her thing. She can run.
Her highlight reel. We gotta go.
Run.
We can't talk.
9-year-old football player.
We'll talk about little
Running
Sam Gordon.
around everybody.
She's 60 pounds. You go, girl. That's what I'm gonna call
girl.
it. All right. Well, if you haven't had enough of politics lately, you can find more at the box office.
That's right. Here's Fox's Adam Housley with a preview of the new film, Lincoln.
That government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Director Steven Spielberg's new movie, Lincoln, tells the story of the 16th president's final political battle, trying to convince the House of Representatives to abolish slavery.
Blood's been spilled to afford us this moment. Now
Now, now!
Spielberg and star Daniel Day-Lewis both say they are fascinated by the man.
No one's ever been loved so much by the people. Don't waste that power.
There's never been a human being that I never met that I loved as much as him, ever. I doubt there ever will be.
He's one of the most compelling figures in American history and in my life, certainly from childhood, when I first was taken at, I think, 4 or 5 years old to see the Lincoln Memorial. And at first was terribly frightened by the immensity of the statue in the chair. And as I got closer and closer and closer, I was completely captivated. I felt by the comfort I found in looking at his visage.
Do we choose to be born, or are we fitted to the times we're born into?
Lewis is known for immersing himself in roles. The two-time Oscar winner was hesitant to sign on to play the iconic leader, but says he was inspired by Lincoln himself.
He put me at my ease, strangely. Having first made me very uneasy, it was him that put me at my ease and gave me the thought that, well, maybe I could try to do this.
Things which are equal to the same thing are equal to each other.
And while Lewis's performance is generating early Oscar buzz, he received the highest compliment from his colleagues.
When Daniel came on to the set, he was Abraham Lincoln.
I never had any problem just believing that I was talking to Abraham Lincoln.
Shall we stop this bleeding?
In Hollywood, Adam Housley, Fox News.
All right, and our executive producer and film buff Stephanie Cook will join us on Monday with her full review of that movie, Lincoln.
I saw it.
It was good?
I liked it.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
Still ahead, we're going to talk with a group of local DJs who call themselves the Flying Ginsu Brothers about why they want to bring the turntables back to mainstream. It's all coming up in this week's I Am Hampton Roads.
And don't forget our pop quiz. You can win a 4-pack passes to an advanced screening of Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 before it hits theaters next Friday, November 16th. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button on the top right-hand corner of the screen. Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show, everybody. Our live audience today is from so many different charities, the Red Cross, the Kelly Weinberg Foundation, and St. Mary's. The Bodacious Bazaar is happening this weekend at the Hampton Convocation Center. I'm sorry, Hampton Convention Center. I get that mixed up all the time because I'm a sports guy. But we're going to talk about Bodacious Bazaar and why it's so important for these charities. We're going to start with you, the Kelly Weinberg Foundation. What is your name?
Yes. Bridget.
Bridget, talk about the Bodacious Bazaar and how it can help the foundation. Bodacious
Bazaar is wonderful. It's a blessing for the charities that get in there because there's so many worthy causes in Hampton Roads area. Our organization does cancer support for all those touched by cancer, and so not only will we benefit from proceeds from the ticket sales, we'll also have a booth there for awareness and to sell cookbooks and raise money while we're there.
You talk about support, and you're helping people with cancer. Talk about the support that you give them.
So support, we have weekly groups. We have an office that's set up like living room, several groups. We have cancer groups for patients, survivors. We also have a friends and family group, children's group, and those grieving a loved one.
Also, the American Red Cross will be out there. A blood drive is going on. This is Roxanne Coleman. Talk about how important this event is for you guys.
This event is very important for us. We'll be distributing information Friday, Saturday, and Sunday about disaster relief. We'll also be collecting money for disaster relief, and we will be having a blood drive. I do not know the times for the blood drive, right, unfortunately, but we will be collecting blood on site as well.
And how has the need become greater because of what is taking place in the Northeast?
For blood,
yes,
or, well, right now our blood supply is holding well. Mm-hmm. We have been able to increase our blood donations thanks to the outpouring of the community. And we will need more blood support during the holidays, so don't cancel your blood drive. Aspirations continue to go, and I don't know what else to say.
But so much more is needed, though, up north, and people can give in so many different ways.
Yes, people can give in so many different ways. There are many organizations working with the Red Cross, and if you want to donate money, please contact your local Red Cross. You can contact your Hampton Roads chapter if you would like to donate money at 838-7320. and come out to the Bodacious Bazaar where we will be collecting donations.
Yep, Bodacious Bazaar starts tomorrow. It goes through Sunday at the Hampton Roads Convention Center. You can find out so more at bodaciousbazaar.com. I will be out there from 10 to 1, and Ariane will be out there from 4 o'clock till close. It is all weekend long. It is a great way to get your holiday shopping started off and a great way to help out those in need. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roads Show. They call themselves the Flying Ginsu Brothers, but this group of local DJs has a message that's more than just about making beats. We're going to hear their story in this week's I Am Hampton Roads. And, of course, don't forget about our Pet Pal of the Week. There's Ginger, an 8-year-old lab mix from the Animal Rescue of Tidewater. She's obedient, trained, weighs about 40 pounds. She's up to date on all of her shots. And her foster parents call her friendly and mellow. She gets along with other dogs, not so much cats. You can adopt our Pet Pal of the Week by calling 456-1354. There's Ginger. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show, everybody. It's been a little more than a week since Hurricane Sandy barreled through Hampton Roads. While the storm is gone, the recovery continues, and a big part of that process is knowing what's covered and what's not covered in your homeowner's insurance. Here now with more is attorney Paul Hernandez from Califas and Nachman. Paul, welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show. We're talking all things homeowners insurance and what is covered after a storm. Go for it.
Well, what is homeowners insurance first? Yeah. Okay, you buy a home or, you're paying the bank for a home. The bank requires you to have homeowners insurance. What does that cover? It covers pretty much two things. It covers the liability of the homeowner, but it also covers, which is the most important part, the structure itself. And if there's damage to the structure, whether it be by fire, whether it be by wind, whether it be by tornado. The important part are some things that are not covered, such as flood. If your house is close to the water, even not close to the water, and it suffers damage from a flood, unless you have a separate policy, flood insurance policy, your normal general homeowners policy will not cover it. Additionally, the issue becomes whether, and this is the big exclusion they have, and that is whether there is wind-driven rain. Because if there's wind, was it the egg or the chicken first?
Right.
Was it the wind that caused the damage, or was it the rain? Because if there was something that happened, a water damage to your home that was not caused by wind, then it may not be covered, and it should be covered under a flood policy.
Tidal flooding sometimes is driven by the wind.
It is, and it's important. Of course, most of the time when these things happen, the homeowners policy, your homeowners companies come out and they have places set up for you can make your claim. They're pretty much good at it. But when you have a large loss, they're gonna redline. They're gonna pencil down and say, okay, wait a minute, this actual loss was caused by wind or by rain, and you may be excluded.
You're talking about large loss right there. What about smaller losses, and how far should you go before you use your homeowners insurance?
It depends on what your deductible is. My position on all types of insurance, you bought the insurance, you use it.
Right.
There are so many companies out there that are dying for your business that if for some odd reason you think you're going to get dropped from your insurance company, there's going to be another insurance company waiting to pick you up, probably at an even cheaper rate.
Now, one of the things that most people encounter after a storm are trees and trees that fall, and they want to know if their homeowners will take care of tree removal.
Yeah, interesting topic, because let's assume a tree falls, and whether it's on your property or not, and it lands on your car. Well, your homeowner's policy is not going to cover it, whether it was on your property or not. If the tree falls in your yard and doesn't hit anything, your homeowner's policy may not even cover that.
Wow.
But clearly, every time, if a tree is going to fall on your home, whether the tree is on your property, on your neighbor's property, on a community property, if it falls on your home, your homeowner's policy or insurance will pay for the damage that was done.
Okay, so I use my homeowner's policy to remove the tree. Do my premiums go up?
Generally, they do not.
Okay.
And please don't ever be scared that your premium's going to go up if you make a claim. Like I indicated before, there are so many homeowners companies out there that want your business. Somebody else is going to pick you up and probably give you even better coverage. I will tell you this, in case, and this is, people don't know this, if a calamity happens to your home and your home needs to be repaired, and you can't live in the home, there is a provision on your homeowner's policy called loss of use. They will put you up somewhere else, give you a per diem for expenses, for food. Many policies do. But they also will pay for the other living expenses, whether it's a hotel or if it's a long-term, they may put you in a rental home somewhere else.
Wow.
So that they actually pay for that.
You know, when say the tree hits the car, do you use your car insurance?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
And whether it's your neighbor's tree that fell or somebody else's tree, you claim it on your policy, your insurance company will figure out if they're going to go after your neighbor for it. Your objective is to get your car fixed, get your transportation back so you can make it to work, so you can bring your kids to the sporting events that they need to go to. So that you definitely use your auto policy there.
You know, Paul, you come on and you talk about a wide range of situations and things that can happen in life with so much with legal ramifications. You're always very helpful. And if you need more questions answered, don't hesitate to contact Paul or the other lawyers at Kalfas and Nachman. You can find them at legalmatters.kalfasnachman.com or give them a call at 361-0430. As always, Paul, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Chris.
Still ahead, we're going to talk with Dr. Parker from Renova Wellness about hyperbaric oxygen therapy and how you may benefit. Welcome back to the Hampton Roads Show. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is usually something that you hear about as a treatment for decompression sickness, one of the hazards of scuba diving, but there are other conditions that could benefit with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. And joining us now is Dr. Titus Parker from Renova Wellness in Norfolk to tell us more. Dr. Parker, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So tell folks about this treatment for folks who this is their first time joining, you're not sure what this is.
Actually, the simplest way to explain it is oxygen is needed for survival. And when you breathe, it goes into your lungs, then your bloodstream takes it to the rest of the body. Anytime there's a compromise in any part of the body which doesn't get enough oxygen, you get sickness. It's oxygen compromise. And the simplest things to look at, for example, diabetics, they get foot ulcers because the vasculature has been compromised. Once there's a compromise in the vasculature, that area of the body can't get enough oxygen. Then you have ulcers which you never heal, you've got neuropathy, all kinds of problems. Now, when you can put somebody in a chamber, give them oxygen at a high pressure, it pushes the oxygen through. And it pushes it through, it goes to the tissues which are starving from oxygen, are suboptimal oxygen. And once you get enough oxygen, the body does what it does best, heals. So you accelerate healing or optimize healing. That's the basic way. So anywhere where you can't get enough oxygen, it should be, for example, tendons, sports injuries. That's why a lot of sports injury patients go in. The tendons don't heal. If you have tendonitis, it takes weeks to heal. But if you put yourself in a hyperbaric chamber, you get oxygenation in the tendons and you heal faster. Or bones, if you have problems like crushed injury, where very little can be done. You put them in a hyperbaric chamber, they heal miraculously. But it's not miraculous, it's just body doing what it's supposed to do. Same thing with strokes. People who have strokes, basically parts of the brain is dead, other parts of the brain around it is in almost hibernation. It's just gone dormant. But when you put them in a hyperbaric chamber, it opens the circulation, and all of a sudden the brain, which is in the hibernated mode or dying mode, comes back alive.
Wow.
Actually, in Europe, places like Italy, it's almost malpractice if you have a stroke and don't get into a chamber, which is completely different from our country. Or some things like multiple sclerosis. In Australia, Medicare pays for it, whereas we don't. It's all different ways of doing it. I think in the previous show I kind of mentioned that we all kind of agree that the medical system is broken, but we want to find what's the solutions. I think this is one of the solutions, one of the potential solutions, because I don't think anybody really knows what the solution is. That's what all the politics is about, economics about, but I think it behooves us all to come up with different ways which can be part of the solution of the future, and I think hyperbaric fits into that.
You hear people talk about this, and you're explaining it maybe unfamiliar to them and asking, is it safe?
Actually, it's hyperbaric chamber, it's very pressurized. So when you go into any kind of pressurized, either in a submarine or scuba dive or go up on the plane, it's your ears.
Yeah.
So if you have sinus problems and hearing problems, that can be affected. But you can also take somebody on a gradual process and teach them how to open the eustachian tube, and that's a problem which you can take care of. Other more serious problems, if you're a smoker or if you're very tall, you have blebs in your lungs, when you put pressure, the bleb can break. So we insist people have a chest x-ray and make sure it's clear before you can get into the chamber. Otherwise, it's a pretty innocuous therapy because it is oxygen. After all, that's what we breathe.
Yeah. Well, some great information. I know if folks are wondering how they can get in touch with you, we're going to let them know. Renova Wellness is at 129 West Virginia Beach Boulevard in Norfolk. You can give them a call, 226-8880, or you can go online, find out more information on the procedure and the treatment, renovawellness.com, or just come in and try to schedule an appointment with Dr. Parker.
Or come and tour the facility.
Yeah, come see it. There you go. Thank you so much, Dr. Parker.
Yeah, pleasure.
All right, we're back in the buzz this morning. We talked about Facebook earlier, but now we're talking about a 9-year-old girl named Sam Gordon with the nickname of Sweet Feet. We're talking about her because she is dominating her Gremlin Football League out in Salt Lake City. A little 9-year-old girl making the boys look silly because this little girl can fly. Check it out. Sweet Feet Sam Gordon getting it done. She scored 35 touchdowns this season. She has 65 tackles on defense. She's run for over, what, 1,500 yards? Something ridiculous, but you can see why. Because she gets the ball and boom! She hits the hole and she's gone. Look at the little feet go. Sam Gordon. So we're asking you, how far should she take it? How far should she continue her high school, or actually her football career? Should she take it to high school? Seco says she should take it to the hoop and dunk it. Missy says as far as she can. You go, girl. Michelle says as far as she can, but one day those boys are going to be much bigger than she is, no matter how fast you are. When the ones that catch you that are twice your size, you are in trouble. They got to catch you first, right, Sam? She's playing because her older brother's playing, and now she's the talk of the town out there in Salt Lake City. Raven says it is cute and interesting now, but once that first special time starts, it will change a lot of things. What is that, when she likes boys? I don't know. All right, Monty says, wasn't there a movie about this already? Sherry Ball says, all the way to the goal line. Go, Sam. Mary also says, as far as she can go. You go, girl. And how about this? Louisa Coleman says, Virginia Tech Hokies, attention, recruit her now. They certainly could use a little bit of help, and that would be a little bit at just 60 pounds. Sam Gordon getting a little attention this morning. And we're also talking about your favorite Bond. Who do you like? Well, so far, most people are chiming in for the original Sean Connery. Thanks for buzzing in this morning. We'll have more for you tomorrow.
All right, so what do you get when you have 8 DJs, about 5 sets of turntables, someone's garage, and a love for music? Well, you get the Flying Ginsu Brothers and this week's I Am Hampton Roads.
So we're the Flying Ginsu Brothers. I'm DJ Illusions.
And I'm DJ Wisdom. We got DJ Presto. He runs the dojo around here, what we call it. Then we got DJ Limbo, which handles all of our video, which is awesome.
DJ K Illa, he's our graphic designer. He designed our logos here, as you can see. DJ Deluxe right here, he's our keyboard, plays producer plays every instrument known to man. We have DJ Majestic. He's our
soldier. He's a cutter. Yeah, he cuts for us. You know, he's hanging in there with us. You know?
Right.
And of course, we got DJ Al Cutter. He always be providing the sets with us, and you know, one of the newer members. We were a former group called ITI, and the Illegal Turntable Immigrants. We did our thing for a while. We all went our separate ways for a while, and then just recently, after 10 years, we got back together. Like, let's bring the group back together. Let's spread the word of turntablism. That's our main goal, is to spread the word of turntablism right now. Basically, this is DJ Presto's garage, and we call it the Ginsu Dojo. You know, and we invite all other DJs to come out. We like teaching. We're older now. We want to teach our art to the younger kids, you know, and basically a session consists of just beats and scratching and just DJ tricks, and we're just trying to have a good time, and it's all about the music right now, you know, just having fun, trying to put us out at the same time, put the art form out there.
We have 2 turntables and a mixer. This is actually real vinyl. So as of right now, you know, I'll go ahead and put a sound effect on there. So you move the record back and forth to get your sound. You incorporate the mixer, which is a fader here. It alternates from the left turntable to the right turntable. As you're moving the fader back and forth, you can just make sounds and eventually just...
If it wasn't for the DJ, there really wouldn't be that much crowd control. It would just be wild, like nothing was going on, you know? And like, that's what we do. When we go to a show, we make sure that we're performers. We're not sitting there in the back, trying to be cool, trying to scratch. We want people to see us. We want people to hear us. We want them to remember us. We're donating to the community. It's a place for people to go for that one day and just enjoy something for a while. Right. And a lot of these shows are canned food drives. They raise money. This is how we do our charity work right here. Right. And I feel like, you know, it helps the community. And these kids that come out and watch us, now they're going to turn into DJs instead of maybe being lost out there, you know, and it's a great thing. I want to bring it to the mainstream. You know, you hear all these songs on the radio with singers and rappers. Soon you're going to be hearing turntablists on there putting songs together that are just that entertaining that it'll match up with the rest of them.
When people used to go out, they didn't actually go out to see the MCs. They actually came out to see the DJs, and the MCs were the ones that actually supported the DJ and shouted the DJ out and stuff like that. So we're trying to bring that back.
When it comes to the DJing, we just click really well. That's why the Ginsu Brothers is very important to us.
Hey, what's up, Hampton Roads? We are the Flying Ginsu Brothers, and we are Hampton Roads.
And to learn more about the Flying Ginsu Brothers, you can go to their YouTube channel or check out their Facebook page, which will have a hyperlink to that in this story online.
Yeah, you get a free concert there if you're in the neighbors,
How
I
about
guess.
that? I mean, I was like, it's cool. There's 8 of them. The whole turntables are set up in a row, and they take turns switching in and out. So
very cool.
You know, it takes talent. Move those fingers back and forth. That's
I mean, to make it all sound good, it takes talent. Everybody
yeah,
can just do
scratch. Yeah, to actually put it to a beat.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Turntablism?
Turntablism.
Turntablism.
All right.
DJ C. Rec here and DJ Wheeler.
and I'm
DJ Double A.
DJ Double A.
There you go.
Got a good ring to it.
Good job. Right. Let's take a look at the pop quiz for today. Let's have a look at it. In case you missed the clues earlier, here they are again. On the south end, tip of a pen, Duke of blank, and to show the way.
Point.
Good idea.
Town.
That's
Point.
good.
Park.
Gloucester.
Gloucester
Point.
There you go. That's right.
Duke
of Gloucester is, you know, one of the royals there.
That was a flying
South
DJ
end.
guess, my friend.
Good
Sorry.
job. You got it. No,
she got point. I got Gloucester.
Yeah,
we
point.
put them
there
together.
We go. Put them all together, and what do you get? The pop quiz answer.
right.
All right.
Bravo.
Well, if you got the answer correct, today's winner is going to take home a 4-pack of passes to an advanced screening of another big movie, Twilight Saga: Breaking Dawn Part 2 on Wednesday. That's
prize.
before it hits theaters on Friday, November 16th.
Big prize.
People are
That's
gonna be
right.
lined
Some people
up
will
for
be
that.
dying to get that prize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the passes, you got to get there early, so they're not guaranteed admission. It's
Right.
kind of first come, first serve.
Right.
But if you can get in line, I know Twilight Saga.
That's right.
Pack your tent, just park it out in front, a couple hours early, you'll be fine.
That's right. Remember, we post all our winners on our website every afternoon. Just log on to hamptonroadshow.com and click on the pop quiz button and to get the list of winners.
And you can also get Ginger,
That's
our
right.
pet pal of the week. She's so sweet.
That's right. This is Ginger, and she can be yours. She is an 8-year-old lab mix from Animal Rescue of Tidewater. She's obedience trained, weighs about 40 pounds, and up to date on all her shots. Her foster parents call her friendly and mellow. Loves other dogs, but of course does not care for cats. You can adopt our pet pal of the week. Call Animal Rescue of Tidewater at 456-1354. Ginger.
Ginger. DJ Ginger.
That's right. 2 co-hosts and a microphone.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Go.
Yeah, scratch it.
All right,
Scratch it, Wheels.
We're going to be back.
Catch her if you can.
Go, girl.
Better be coffee in that mug.
Didn't have my coffee this morning.
Didn't have your coffee.
Yeah. Want to
There's
thank.
always time.
Yeah, there is.
I was worried. I thought I turned into a mug for a second. Then I popped out.
You've been mugged.
It's okay.
You've been mugged. Butt up, Shane.
It's good. All right, go ahead. Finish your statement.
No, I was saying we have some thanks.
Well, let's start with our live audience today. There are 10 charities benefiting from the Bodacious Bazaar that starts tomorrow. Today, we had members from the Red Cross, the Kelly Weinberg Foundation, and St. Mary's House Home, Kid to Kid. So thank you guys for coming in, and hopefully a lot of people will give to your charities this weekend at Bodacious Bazaar. Starts tomorrow. I'll be out there along with Ariane.
I'll be out there tomorrow to close.
Also, would like to thank Paul Hernandez with Calfus and Nachman, always giving us some great information on homeowners insurance and storm recovery. Thanks to also.
Yeah, Dr. Titus Parker from Renova Wellness. Visit them to learn more about hyperbaric oxygen therapy, as well as Dr. Bill Britton from Chesapeake Bay Academy talking about psychoeducational assessment and career assessment. Also, big thanks to the Flying Ginsu Brothers for letting us come into the the garage, the
That's
Presto
right.
Dojo or whatever
Scratch
they call
some
it.
albums.
Yeah, to do their I Am Hampton Roads. So that was really neat.
Hey, tomorrow.
Tomorrow is a huge show, so all of you need to set your DVRs and watch because we have Wendy Williams co-hosting with us, plus comedian Pablo Francisco in studio. We're going to be making Bavarian-style pretzels with the folks from Busch Gardens. We're going to be doing some games. We have Cabana Black for Live Music Friday.
Yeah. We're going to push Wendy and Pablo to the brink.
Yes.
Hopefully they'll want to return.
Yeah, I hope so.
We're going to have a little fun with those guys.
How you doing? I got to get ready for Wendy. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thursday.
Fire up the shoe cam.